was coming.
And finally answered the age-old question, who's the boss? With an intoxicating blend of talent and looks, it's gotta be the hottie next door, Miss Milano.
Long before Steven Spielberg cast Dakota Fanning in War of the Worlds, he directed a 10-year-old in another alien adventure called E.T. As young Elliot, Henry Thomas was more than just cute. His performance was so honest and powerful that we completely bought into the fantasy.
E.T. phone home.
I mean, it was only my second film, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it was bigger than any one of us ever thought it would be.
We cheered when he pedaled his bike past the moon and choked up when he said goodbye to E.T. In the 90s, Henry ditched Elliot's red hoodie to tackle more adult roles, including parts in All the Pretty Horses and Gangs of New York.
It is strange to see Henry Thomas from E.T. doing real movies now, because I personally think he killed E.T. I haven't heard anything from E.T. in over 20 years.
Henry Thomas taught us so much.
It was nothing like that, penis breath!
Elliot!
How to embrace a visitor from another galaxy, and how to use Reese's Pieces to win friends and influence people. This is one child star who still sends us over the moon.
So you think we'd mention E.T. and not bring up an even cuter member of the cast? As Henry Thomas's kid sister, Gertie, Drew Barrymore had audiences eating out of her hand.
Is he a pig? He sure eats like one. Well, I feel like I'm getting to be a star, and the most part I like about is I get out of school.
The tiniest member of the legendary Barrymore clan, young Drew had big shoes to fill and even bigger demons to tackle. She went from little charmer to little girl lost. Drew wound up in rehab at age 13.
You get to a place where you don't think you're going to be able to come out of it.
Drew survived drugs and divorces without losing her childlike enthusiasm and sense of humor.
Oh my God, you're recording that!
Drew stormed back to stardom with huge roles in films like Batman Forever and Ever After. Fitting titles, huh?
I think, making the transition is pretty hard, and Drew Barrymore has done a great job.
Today, she's an actress and producer who's not afraid to kick butt. In 2004, Drew became the 6th Barrymore to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
This is such an honor. My grandfather's profile and feet and hands are right there.
Talented, resilient, and still cute as a button. Here's to you, Drew. You see, some child stars turn into real Hollywood power players.
They sure do. We love Drew, and we love the top 2 child stars of all time. They're coming up after the break. Here's the moment we've all been waiting for.
What, you're gonna introduce me to Kirk?
Get real. It's time to give a shout out to child star number 2. Here, I'll give you a little hint. Our number 2 cutest child star wasn't just a child star, he was a child superstar.
Thank you very much.
In 1990, Home Alone made Macaulay Culkin an overnight sensation. He was 10.
Perhaps your memory will find this refreshing.
Mac was the personification of adorable, blonde, sweet, angelic, but he was also clever enough to outsmart bungling burglars.
Well, I'm just a regular kid that has regular friends with regular Nintendo games.
Mac tried to lead a normal life, but his parents' separation led to a bitter custody battle. Then Macaulay stunned fans by getting married at age 17.
It's wonderful. We're so in love, and I can't even put it into words. She's so wonderful to me.
It's right. It's perfect.
2 years later, the marriage ended. After a break from acting, Mac returned to the movies, but no more setting traps for robbers. Culkin starred as a drug-addled killer in Party Monster and an angry paraplegic in the black comedy Saved. He even guest starred on Will and Grace. If you think about it, Mac really started the whole Homeland Defense craze. If you don't think about it, he was just an awesome child star. Either way, we salute you, Mr. Culkin. Job well done.
Well, finally, we made it. This is the moment of truth.
Who could possibly top our list of 50 cutest child stars?
Well, the competition was so fierce, we had to go with 3 kids who seem ageless.
You could say they have an almost animated appeal.
Some may even argue that they aren't actually real kids.
Not like that's gonna stop us.
All right, don't have a cow, audience. At the #1 spot on our countdown, it's the Simpson Kids. For more than 300 episodes, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie Simpson have kicked, screamed, and charmed their way into the public consciousness.
We're such a part of the fabric of everyday life. I mean, the show's on 2 or 3 times a day.
Meet fans, adult fans who have kids, and then I turn to them and say, yeah, hi, I'm Bart Simpson. What's your name? And they're like...
Bart, Lisa, and Maggie always made cutting-edge satire seem downright adorable.
When I can't stop fiddling, I just takes me riddling. I'm popping and sailing, man.
It's almost like adults are speaking for them.
Lisa plays the meanest saxophone I've ever seen a little girl play, and Maggie just stays quiet. I appreciate quietness sometimes.
Every time Lisa Simpson has a birthday, she turns 8, but she's already 8. She's 8, turning 8. We don't ever really talk about that.
After nearly 2 decades, the Simpson Kids are still going strong. And it's not just the animation that's gotten better. These tireless tots have only improved with age.
The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Preteens? Is this all because of the joke, if you will, but did you know most people use 10% of their brains? I am now one of them.
Everybody said, this is impossible. It's insane. You can't put a cartoon on in prime time. It'll never fly. And it was huge without even taking a breath. Everyone who said this will never work went, we knew it. It's fantastic.
Here's to you, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie. We would be honored to eat your shorts any day of the week. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on 50 Cutest Child Stars, all grown up.
No, we won't. The show's over.
I know that, but they don't.
I think they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Somehow I think I've had this conversation before.
All right, fine. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.